Disgusting.
How many cameras are
Can I get a roll call, please?
Oh, shoot.
Absolutely. Mr. Barton is absent. Mr. Bedard?
Present.
Mrs. Evans is absent. Mr. Foster?
Present.
Also present, Mr. McLaughlin.
Present.
And Mr. Stump.
Present.
Excellent.
Aye, present.
5 for 10 board.
Pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We will be prepared to lead, expect excellence, accept responsibility for our actions, respect ourselves, each other, and our district, stay focused on safety and learning.
Subject C is the approval of the agenda. Motion to approve the agenda as presented.
So moved.
Mr. McLaughlin,
Support.
supported by Mr. Bajaro. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Views and comments, citizens?
None.
Written communication.
None.
Number 3 is the report of the superintendent. Superintendent updates.
All right, we have Marina Ponder, SOT elementary paraprofessional, resigned on August 14th, 2025. I don't know. I don't know.
New business, general fund bills. Motion to receive the recommendation of the committee of a whole regarding the payment of general fund bills.
Motion.
Support.
Mrs. Lancaster, supported by Mr. McLaughlin. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Subject B is the approval of the minutes. Motion to approve the minutes from June and July 2025.
Motion.
Mr. Bajaro,
Support.
Mr. Foster. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Subject C is the hiring of Alicia Williams, bus driver. Motion to approve Alicia Williams as a bus driver effective September 2nd, 2025. New employee paperwork has been completed and satisfied.
So moved.
Mr. McLaughlin,
Support.
Mr. Bajaro. Any discussion? Hearing none? All in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Is she here?
No.
No? Okay. Okay. Subject D is the approval of the 25-26 Student Code of Conduct. Motion to approve the 2025 Student Code of Conduct as presented.
So moved.
Support.
Mr. McLaughlin, supported by Mrs. Lancaster. Discussion?
Yes. This is everything that was brought to us last week. That's
Yes.
all in here.
Yes.
Okay.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. Subject E, the MASB Annual Leadership Conference. Oh, here it is. Motion to approve Mike Barton, Shane Foster, Corey McLaughlin, and Dan Stump to attend the MASB Annual Leadership Conference from October 23rd through the 26th, 2025 in Traverse City, Michigan. And then Dan Stump and Shane Foster will serve as the delegates, voting delegates.
Motion.
Mr. Foster,
Support.
Mr. McLaughlin, discussion?
Did we know the final cost of this?
No, we have to book the conference. So once the conference is booked, then we would get the final cost.
I think we guesstimated around, well, for the 4, yeah, like 4,000. Yeah,
Like $1,000.
it was about $1,000 per person. That's including hotel.
We're not charging mileage to the district. Any other discussion?
Dan's
Hearing,
driving, right?
what's that?
You're driving for everyone?
Oh, no. All in favor?
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. We have Karen book that conference tomorrow?
Yep.
Thank you. Where am I at? Oh, approval of recreation center masonry repairs and replacement. Motion to approve the recreation center masonry repairs and to accept a bid from Ohio Building Restoration, Inc. in the amount of $34,200.
So moved.
Support.
Mr. McLaughlin, supported by Mr. Bajaro. Any discussion?
Yes. Has this work already started yet or no?
No.
I didn't know. Are they still working out here on anything else from the past?
Finished everything that we should do, like, in the windows. I think they did some touch pointing before, I think part of that's last
Yeah.
time, but only because they had extra hours, they were using up the
Yeah.
hours, and then when I drove, they got extra hours. They looked for something else to do.
Didn't they paint for us as well? Because they had extra time?
It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Opposed? Motion carries 5-0. There are no action items after this closed session. Did you want to do the updates or your admin before we go into closed session?
Can I? Yeah, I don't want them to sit here for that. Yeah, we're just being closed for a minute. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so administration, can we go, start with Mrs. Bellino, who is here for Miss Rowe. Miss Rowe was unable to attend this evening, so Mrs. Bellino kindly agreed to represent SOAT this evening. Go ahead.
Hi, everyone. So we are already in full swing at SOAT. We had kindergarten boot camp the first couple weeks of August. We had 25 students attend, so they were able to see what the routine was like in the kindergarten class, do centers, go down and do work in the gym, the special rooms. They were provided breakfast and lunch, and so a huge thank you to Jen Brown and Mr. Art because they were there each day with those kiddos, getting them fed. Simpsons Moonwalks came out at the end of July and set up an inflatable water slide for our Cub Care staff and our students mostly. I don't know how many staff got up, but our students. Especially nice because of how hot it's been and those kids have been inside a lot, but when they can get outside, they're getting outside. Administrators, as most of you know, and were there, and staff attended the PLC conference to learn about the PLC process, so we get that. We also, administration and deans attended a mental health for administration training last week at the ISD, just to really dig into how we can better support our students and our staff who are dealing with some mental health things. We're planning our open house on Wednesday, August 27th. That'll be from 5 to 6:30. We are doing something new this year and a huge thank you to Ann, I'm pointing at Jody, but it was Angie who did it. She contacted local food trucks, and they're going to be on site to help provide, so we have a taqueria, Nina's is going to be there, and an ice cream truck. So families who are tight on time, because if they're moving from SOAT to then the middle school, yeah, they can have food. But also, we're just going to let our community know anybody, any staff, if you want to come out and support those local businesses, they're going to be out in front. We're also going to have some fire trucks out there so students can tour that, because it's right across the street. They get very intrigued when those fire trucks go off or leave as we're doing pick up and drop off. We just wanted to give a huge thank you to our custodians and Jody's staff. The building looks beautiful. They have been working so hard. Every time I'm in there, they are just constantly moving from one project to the next, and it looks gorgeous. Our grounds looks wonderful, looks really refreshed. And just thinking as we start, obviously after when we have our first day, we have NWEA that's starting September 8th, and it'll go through September 19th. September 17th, we have Constitution Day, and that's when our building will read We the Kids, and they make classroom mission statements, and the whole students help sign that, and they hang them in the classroom for the year. We have 2 Cool for School nights, so when we go over our curriculums and they learn about our curriculums, that is September 24th from 5 to 6. September 26th is Crazy Hat Day, and then we get into homecoming week, and we are excited to see what our themes will be.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Ms. Rosecrans?
Might be a little bit shorter than that. Couple of thank yous to start with. We had Miss Langton join us at the PLC conference. It was really great to work collaboratively with her for that rollout at our building. A couple other thank yous to Miss Stern and Miss Lancaster, the work on our grounds with the flower
Not me,
garden.
Lancaster. No, it's my mother-in-law.
It's your mother-in-law.
It's my mother-in-law.
Okay, I was like, oh,
I just want,
thank
I
you.
want everybody to, yeah.
Well, perfect.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful out there.
Not
So,
me.
the flower garden that they've been working on is looking fantastic. Also to echo from the custodial staff and the work that Jody and the team has been doing, everything's looking in tip-top shape at the building. We do have open house on the 26th from 5 to 6:30, and I'm also planning on doing kind of an open parent interest to get our parent club rolling. So we're looking very forward to that. Can't wait to welcome students back. We do have some new staff as well that I wanted to welcome. 2 new second grade teachers, Ms. Click and Ms. Painter, as well as, let me remember, Ms. Duval. She will be teaching technology. So we're very excited for our new team and to welcome all of our students. I think that's all we got.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Neto?
Good to see everybody. Hope everyone had a good summer. Things are happening at the middle school as they should. The custodian grounds have the buildings looking awesome and ready to go. Teachers and support staff have been getting prepared in and out of the building already. They'll be in full swing next week. I think we've made some really good hires to strengthen the staff for this year. It's a really exciting time with all the positive changes. I look forward personally to the implementation of the new curriculums in the PLC initiative. Bosco will continue. His training will be at the building full swing this year. And they'll be at all events. And at Jefferson open house, the middle school open house, will be 6:30 to 8 p.m. We invite everyone to attend. And that's all I have.
All right.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. Neto. Ms. Crossley?
I'll just start by echoing what everyone else said about the custodial staff and all the work that's been done. The floors are all waxed and beautiful. It looks really great. Looks like we're getting new carpet in our library. We're excited to see how that looks. And then also talk about how we attended the PLC conference, and I've already talked to some of the teachers in our building, and people are starting to be excited about the opportunity to work together and be able to help each other to support our kids. So that's going well. As for the building, we've had teachers and staff coming in already, getting their rooms ready, getting new materials ready, going through the new science materials that have come in for the new curriculum. There's been a lot of work behind the scenes on that new curriculum with the teachers over the summer, and the stuff they've been working on even at home to prep for all of the new changes. We have open house on the 26th in high school from 6:30 to 8, so Tuesday from 6:30 to 8. Jumping into the school year, picture day is September 15th, and retake day is October 20th. There's a few other things I'm going to talk about tonight, but I'll report on them again as we get closer. But the fall gets so hectic, I just want to remember to throw some things out there so that I don't forget them. Homecoming is really early this year. The student council has a meeting at the high school tomorrow to start work on it because it's so early. It's October 3rd is the game, and the dance is the 4th. So hopefully after tomorrow, I will have some more information about Spirit Week, and then we can get that information out to everyone so you can get your outfits ready. Let's see. The PSAT and MSQT is October 15th. That's a junior-only test. That'll be happening in the high school. No other testing is done that day. It's not like in the spring when it's really crazy. And we have a few other things we're cooking up at the high school, but I'm going to wait to report on them to get all those details ironed out. But as soon as we have those ready, I'll share those with everyone. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Very good. Mr. Dunn?
Trying to be quick. Track, I don't know if you guys seen it. They got the netting down on the whole track. Still got to do a long jump in the high jump area, small piece in the high jump area that connects the high jump to the track. But it's amazing. I bought lunch out there today, trying to hope to keep it stay and finish it, but I just didn't have enough time. So the next process, once they finish them 2 areas, it's got to sit for 24 hours. Actually, it said 48 hours, but they're going to spray it down with water to cool it off. Once it's cool, they can spray it with the paint. They spray at night so they can see it better. So we'll have lights on when they're spraying it. Once they spray the first coat, it takes 24 hours, then put a second coat on it, so they'll be able to get it done. Hopefully, I thought it was gonna be by Monday, but hopefully it's by Wednesday, so it'll be done, ready to go. They can walk on it literally after dry, so I think Lisa bought some mats, so the football players are walking across the mats instead of walking across the track. And anything that we drive across it, although you can't drive across it, then mats will help for lifespan. So, insurance company SetSag, you guys, everybody seen the washer fire that we had? It's like a capacitor caught fire in the back of it. Working on that with the insurance company on the roofs over at the middle school. They drove down on the gym floor, they dried out the gym floor. The roofs are not gonna be covered. Gym floor is supposed to be getting some painted next week. We had a tractor and water pump died. I brought mine up here to use. We got the water pump in, got it in, and got it working, so we're all good there. Buses, we're doing daily startup on them, on all of them, so that they're ready to go. They're still old and still gonna be dealing with breakdowns probably regularly just because of their age. Carrie's been working on TransFinder all week. She's been working 12, 16 hours to get this thing done, all the routes done for the kids. So that way the parents can have it before school starts up, because they're calling daily, nonstop, asking when we build school routes. So she's working on that. She's over there right now, still working on it. If you guys been in the buildings, they're testing the fire systems in the buildings this week. They'll finish it up tomorrow. Finishing up the Filter First program, we had to order a couple of units that we did not have. That we've got to order, we left off the list. So they're doing that. Engineering fiber, with that wood fiber is going to be put and coating on it north. And soap is supposed to be out on Monday. They're supposed to be out this week. They're supposed to be out on Monday. We have Daryl go over and look until it gets fluffed up, and then they can also put it on top of that. The playground over at North, we have warranty issues, some bolts missing, and we have the canopy that blew off. They're supposed to be here Monday. Look at that. The warranty for the baseball field, they were out last week, fixed that. The turnbuckle broke off or blew off. I don't understand how, but they do it. Aluminum, so the ball heads that they just broke, I think is what happened. Things we gotta finish, parking lot paint, numbering the parking lot we gotta finish, the countertop in the girls' locker room we gotta finish, painting the rail on the fence, the football field we gotta finish. Once the track is done, they can see the Orsad, the piece that's we pulled out on the football field. Finish up the chemistry lab, put in the new faucets and the gas valves. Then I think what they mentioned, the library, room 162, 6A, 11A, try to get them in. They had to pull the carpet out of the library. I thought Jim was going to kill me. I called her like 80 times. Hey, when I went in there, they were cutting around because I thought they were bolted down the shelves. As they cut it out, we went in and inspected it, and there's carpet underneath them. So we had to pull every one of those bookshelves out. Thank you to my staff who called them all over and we moved them books out of there and moved them shelves out of there. Hour and a half.
Did you put all the books back in the right spot?
We numbered, we labeled what shelf they come off of. I'm sure it's not going to be, it'll be close. That's why I think she did it. But it was the right thing to do.
Better you than me.
Sorry, let's keep it busy.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's it. Any more questions?
Yeah, when do you have any spare time to?
I did the call for everybody.
Don't fool you. He also goes to Angelo's on dates every night. Yes. Am I missing anybody? Deb?
Audit's going. Still on audit. We'll be back. They'll be here tomorrow also, and then hopefully Monday will be their last day on site. And they go back and take all their stuff back to the office and do analyze them. They'll let me know what else they need. Food service was selected for the single audit. I think, aren't they always No, ESSER funds have been the largest for the last few years, so Jen's had a break. Now it's back to poor Jen. That's all I got.
Thank you. All right. Is it my turn?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Okay. I have a few things. It's gonna take me a little bit longer than normal, but it's pretty good stuff. So, first I want to, talk about CEP. So there's been a lot of conversations, not just here within our board meetings or at the recent COW, but across the whole entire state, right? We did some digging and Deb was able to look into Nexus and pull the funding that we had. And it indicated that we had funding through 2028. So it led me to calling over to Andy Shaw over from Monroe because I was talking with Dan in regards to, Dan had sent me a text message asking about the, did you guys see Andy Shaw's letter that went out to the community from Monroe about the free lunch? Yeah, that they were covered. So majority of districts around the area are indicating that they're not covered and that they don't know what's going to happen, as we talked about at the COW. Remember, come September 30th, if the budget's not renewed, based on October 1. So we pulled it just to make sure before I sent my letter. So I paused to look into it. And based on what Deb and I were looking at, I was like, this looks positive, but I've been afraid to like say that this is great, you know? So I had Mr. Shaw look at it as well as talking to the CEP office at the state. And they did indicate that our numbers are definitely a school that should consider continuing with free lunch for all kids. So super, super good news. There is a little bit of a caveat here to this, but Michigan reimburses for the free lunch rate. I'm looking at you for that, sorry.
So
Right, or the paid? No, the paid. Michigan reimburses for the paid. And that was what the difference was. Our paid lunch is significantly lower than sorry, this has been like an absolute disaster of knowledge. So the federal government reimburses the free rate. And we have 2 schools at over 90% free, and we have 2 schools at 70% free. So super high numbers. And we have Michigan that was reimbursing the paid rate, which is obviously a smaller amount. So because our numbers are higher, the state is advising us to consider through the business department if the district can fiscally withstand to cover the cost in the event that the budget is not renewed. If we can withstand whether it comes out of our spend down, if we have the money there, if we don't, they don't have to come out of general fund. But we're looking right now, and we confirmed with the state, roughly around 181,000 is what it would cost us out of almost $1.2 million to feed our kids for free. 181,000. I was hoping the board would support that. Well, the hiccup is our spend down is down to 400,000 ish right now because we don't have the reimbursements right now. So that's like paused, and you can't go down past 300,000. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So potentially.
we could take a chunk of it and then pay the rest of the chunk. Like we would have to obviously see, but we would be getting our reimbursement still federally. So that spend down account is going to go up again towards the end of the year because it normally kicks out when? When does spend down pay out? Not when do we get it? Like this February? Is it February?
Well, that's when we do our, we don't know, not sure what you mean by.
Like when does it go back up again? We're down because we spent it.
Right. So
When does the
it
reimbursement?
builds up as we go throughout the entire year. So if we're getting.
Okay, it's not one
funding
lump.
from-
Okay, that's
it's
what,
not- it's
oh,
not
that's
gonna-
better news.
It's not gonna build back up if we're.
Quick. Okay,
Well, even if we have to take it out of general fund, it's what's best for the district. It's what's best for the kids of the district. So,
Yeah.
is that something that I would take to the next board meeting for a vote?
yes,
Because of the amount.
because of the amount, yes.
So I'm at a little bit of a standstill in terms of I need to communicate to the families.
There's still.
This
an
was just
opportunity-
learned today at 4:30.
There's still an opportunity that the state's gonna get the budget.
Oh, absolutely.
So
Yes.
this is,
There absolutely is.
We're all speaking in worst case scenario that,
And we won't, but the state's not gonna
get the,
subsidize.
yeah,
it
we're,
Because federal government's subsidizing
They are
one
here.
percentage,
That is.
and then.
Yeah.
state kicks in.
the state doesn't come through, the worst case scenario would be 181,000.
Part of this, if,
So we have the federal.
was it explained that there might not be complete 181, it might be a different number that we're,
No, that would be the number, because that's the Michigan reimburses the paid amount. And since our paid amount for 2 buildings is only 10% and 2 buildings is 30%. So that's where that computation of the 181 is coming from, that we would have to cover in the event the budget's not done. It's not on the agenda because this was just confirmed at 4:30 PM today.
in reality, we're getting how much? 6 million, how many million?
1.2 million,
To get that 180,000. In simple terms, right?
correct. And that would cover the cost of the lunch for the entire breakfast and lunch free, just like status quo.
Attainable? Yes, good. I didn't say for long term.
That's not sustainable. for
No,
years.
correct.
I mean,
Definitely not. That's a big
That's
hit to
the
the general fund.
decision to do it for 1 year. And reevaluate what happens in the future.
And that's what everybody's doing is 1 year.
And these are all for schools the same size as us, or?
No, it has nothing to do with that. No, like Monroe qualified, but it's based on free lunch numbers. Yeah, we have a high population that qualifies. That's why we're sitting in this boat, but majority of the districts, so like in the county, for example, let's say Dundee's highest school is 30% free. So they would have to pay out of their own pocket 70% for just that one building. It's not sustainable. They can't. Bedford's the same way, not an option. It would cost Bedford 3 million, he said. Yeah. So based on size, nothing. You drop it. No, everybody goes back to, it's either CEP or no. Yeah.
I mean, I guess worst case scenario, I hate to say this, to say that the state it doesn't go through. And we did this first year of $181,000. But the next year when we go to evaluate it, could we at least, look at, I think the general fund could maybe take it if that funding's not there, is you look at the certain families that need that funding for it to be paid for. Like the ones that have already
You
filled.
can't split it. Is that what you're alluding?
Well, I'm saying that, say the state doesn't cover it, the feds don't cover it, it's gotta come out of our own pocket.
Yeah.
And we only certain percentage of each school we would look at, is what I'm saying. Or we'd have to make it for everybody.
CEP, or are you saying like just to do,
Yes. Free lunch.
oh, yeah, free and reduced lunch, it would go back to the way it always has been
You have to apply.
prior to COVID, free and reduced, like you fill out the lunch form based on family income. Yeah, that won't go away. That will maintain, yeah.
So because of the amount, you would have to get board approval.
Amy, what is that number? I mean, we say when we are aware of that number of other schools, how many people are we looking at? How many are
We have 90% of our kids at SOT and 90% of our kids at North. And 70 at the middle school and 70% at the high school that qualify for free and reduced. It's a very large number in our district. So I need to get this letter out to our community, letting them know yay or nay. So I might have to call for a special board meeting, and I'm gonna apologize in advance because we're here right now. But I wanted to let you know, there's no way. Karen was out today, so there was no way to end
You
this
just found
at
out
4:30, 4:30 PM, yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
So I do apologize in advance, but I
Just pull the board and
Okay.
we'll meet up here and vote on
okay.
it.
It's obviously a positive. I feel it's very
It's
positive
very positive.
because other districts, you can look around, like Woodhaven put theirs out yesterday. And the comments from parents, the devastation of the support of parents of being able to, have to go back out to either grocery shop more and how the expensive groceries to pack lunches or purchase lunches.
Well,
It's a
some of our
hard-
students, this is their only meal.
correct.
And I don't want to take it away.
Yeah. Well, keep in mind, the families that qualify for free lunch can still fill out that lunch form and qualify for free lunch. The only part that, and if Jen Brown was here in the room and she was able to speak, she would say, just remember, we run into that hiccup where we have a really hard time sometimes, certainly not always, but I want to generalize the statement, but we do have a hard time, and building admin would agree, we have a hard time getting, fill out the form. Yes. And so that is where we run into a problem where then they have a lunch balance and then they're getting a cheese sandwich or a PB&J and then they're stigmatized. There's a lot of things that can come from it, but at the end of the day, I just wanted to make sure I could educate you guys on that, but to me, it was super positive. Monroe was super pumped to hear that we had it. The other colleagues of mine were like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. I'm jealous. I wish we could support our families. At the same time, I recognize that $181,000 is not a small amount. So please know I know that, but for 1 year, hopefully our government can get it together a little bit more after the next year and be able to put out a budget when they're on time, July 1st, because they're extremely tardy. So it's put a huge, huge damper on education right now. And we are all writing letters to Congress and meeting with them, and we're doing our part. We, as in myself and my superintendent colleagues across the county, trying to get our voice out to support kids. So
That's great. The last thing I want any student to worry about is food.
right.
So
Well, you can't learn if you're hungry. No. So I just want to make that part, put that out there. The reason I have my laptop open is because I have the numbers for enrollment. We are doing pretty well. So I'll start with SOT. SOT is kind of maintaining status quo. I say kind of because they're kind of in a limbo with some kids. I call it purgatory. They're kind of in between here. But as of right now, I know. Can you tell me I'm Catholic? I know without telling me I'm Catholic. Yeah. Okay. So the 2025-6 enrollment, I asked the secretaries to please send me the data for where we are currently at, also to compare where we were at the start of the 24-25 school year and where we ended at the 24-25 school year. So SOT's numbers are down a little bit. They are currently enrolled at 232 students. At the start of 24-25, so this time last year, they were at 273. And the end of 24-25, they ended with 266. So they lost a few throughout the year. Our numbers, our class for first grade that left SOT, just so you guys know, as far as like budget wise, that is the class that went to North that we had to hire a 5th second grade teacher. So the kids are still in district, but they left SOT. The kindergarten class was smaller. So please don't look at that as a loss to the district. The kids are here. They're at North, and North's numbers are up. So that is kind of where that was at, based on what Angie reported. Next we have Kennedy. North is, last year at this time, they're at 396. They ended the year. Sorry, Kennedy did hers low. I took it back. I apologize. August of 2024, they're at 361. And August of 2025, right now, they're at 396. So they are up roughly about 35 kids.
What did we end at, 24-25?
We ended at, we're at 402 right now at North, by the way.
For 402, not 396.
They're at additional, hold on, hers is really, she didn't, that's, I'm sorry, hold on a second. Number one is the current number. So right now we're at 402 students.
as of right now.
As of right now. Number 3.
Started last year at this time, we were 366,
Yes.
and we ended at what?
Oh, 361 last year. And we ended in June at 371. So we're up around 30 kids, 31 kids at North.
Where was that first grade class going into second grade?
No, there's way more kids than that. Yeah. There's the number, she did not. I need to make them a spreadsheet. For Christ's sake. Yeah. She didn't put the current number of enrolled. Do you know off the top of your head? No, not like new enrollment. She didn't put that on here. Yeah, she didn't include it, unfortunately.
Last year, spoke, we had 17 new.
At North, brand new to them.
That was it.
Yeah, so there's your number. As of the cow, so 2 weeks ago. Thank you, Corey. Middle school, there's 20 new enrollments. And their numbers are also a little down. August of 2024, they were at 313. August of 2025, right now, effective today, 286. They ended June at 304. Annette,
286 right now or 304?
286.
304 is what we ended with at the 25 year.
Yes. Yep. Also, for middle school data, the 8th grade class coming into the high school was very bigger. Is that accurate? So there's a humongous influx of 9th graders that came to Jefferson this year. I'll get to that in a moment, but it was a bigger class. So those shifts happen. So keep in mind, it doesn't mean we had all those drops. So don't look at that as drops coming out because the middle school only has 7 drops. Yeah, 7 total. Yeah. High school, new to us, brand new to Jefferson schools, never attended, 35. That'll cover lunches. That's $350,000. Current drops at the high school is only 5. Out of all those nuggets, 9th through 12th, only 5 kids dropped. Annette confirmed the 5 kids that dropped they moved. That's important data for me to know. The overall enrollment effective today with those is, to break it down for the high school, because obviously I have a different model, 429 right now in person, 39 virtual, that's through our program through Jefferson, and 42 Monroe County Middle College students, for a grand total, 510 students. First time in over 20 years, the high school broke 500. So incredibly proud of them.
What did we start out last year? What was our start of the year?
August of 24 in person, 398. Yep. 42 virtual, 53 Monroe County Middle School students. Middle College. Thank you. For a total of 493.
So we count them, even though they don't get.
We only get, we count them in enrollment because they're here, and our wonderful high school administration helps to try to encourage them to come to our middle college. So we like to keep them afloat because we do get 10% funding, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So, and then August of 2025 right now, to break it, I already told you that. Sorry, she did it twice. And then June 2025, we ended at the high school only 364 in person. And right now we're at 429. And they also ended in June with 64 students virtual, which we have full support of administration to decrease that number significantly because we believe strongly that students need to be in seat. And then we ended in June at 40 students at the middle college. And they had a total in June with all of those kids, 364, 64, and 40, for a total of 468, and we're sitting at 510.
Let me ask you this may sound harsh, but the middle college, Monroe County Middle College, we still allow them to attend, be a part of our sports, all that kind of stuff as well?
Yes.
Is there a way we're ever gonna stop that?
Why would we?
Yeah, no.
A legitimate question. Why would we ever do that?
To push them towards our middle college itself?
we may push it to another school, just my opinion. But if our numbers are down in our athletic programs and them kids are a part of that and we would really choke our programs out, we could stand a chance. I don't think we should ever do that personally.
Yeah, just was wondering.
I think we're at the point right now where our staff at the high school is doing a very good job educating our families of I don't want to say differences, but the similarities of the programs, and that we can offer the same things. We also have the dual enrollment and stuff like that. So they're trying to massage that piece to keep kids within Jefferson, opposed to going to the middle college. But the middle college, it's just been around for so long, and that's where the kids go. So like we had some transfers that came to us from other districts that are middle college kids that are stellar athletes. So that wanted to play sports for Jefferson. So at this moment, I understand the question, but I don't think we're ready to do that. Not at this time.
Do we know what our numbers are for our middle college?
That is not on here.
Just wondering, if not, it's no big deal.
That's not excited, that's pressure.
Just get back to
It's not a
Yeah.
lot.
Can I?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
With new enrollment, I didn't have to add them in. The ones we had currently. Remember, we just started out with 8 or 9 kids. We've had about 6 or 8 enrolled this year. So I think
That's okay.
What's going on.
Yeah. So our numbers, they are going up. So we're excited for that. We're going in a very good direction. And next I have, so far we have 2 dog sponsors, therapy dog sponsors. We have, as I shared before, at the Cow, Junior Bears, and now we have Tree by the Sea, mental health therapy facility. Mr. Armando Ozuna is one of our social workers here in the district, and that is where he works on the side in all of his evenings, servicing our children in the county for mental health services. And the owner of that is a Jefferson mom, and she agreed. Alicia Lito is her name, and she owns it and did the $1,000 sponsorship as well. So super grateful to her and her office for that. So please keep looking for sponsorships.
Answer for you by next Friday. That's when the union meeting is.
Oh, great.
And
Okay.
then you have, it's on Facebook. Is there a way you can just send it to me somehow so I can share it with our company, with Henry for as well?
Yeah, just the flyer. You want me just to send it to
The
you?
flyer, yeah.
Yeah.
Just expressing anything else that's for it or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Just want to give a shout out to soccer. If you haven't seen on the Facebook page, obviously we have a number of different sports taking place right now. So that is not a discredit to what they are doing, because they're also doing amazing things and working extremely hard on behalf of our Jefferson Bears athletic community. But I want to give a special shout out to soccer, because for the first time in 20 years, they made some history. They're 2-0. So that is a really big deal. And
It was nice seeing the
it was-
football team in practice.
it was awesome.
Celebrating with them.
That's gone viral.
That was pretty amazing.
It's gone viral. We're at 40,000 views. I'm counting. I keep checking our Facebook page. Yeah, we're over 40,000 views. And Elisa said yesterday, Miss Epler said she was at her slow pitch softball game, and one of the players from the other team saw her Jefferson shirt. She was like, "Oh, you're Jefferson." She's like, "That's where the football team went on the soccer field." And she's from Ohio, and she saw our post. And Epler, she was like, "Woo!" She's like, "Awesome!" So she texted me like late last night after a game to tell me that. So super, super cool. We got a lot of push, and I really appreciated the Monroe County news, the reporters. Yeah, what's it called? Monroe County Reporters. Yeah, they shared it too, which was really nice. I appreciated them sharing that positivity, and I thanked them on their page. So that
It's
is
nice to see the positive being shared.
Yes, lots of positive. Yes. We have been working really hard, lastly, on the enrollment of our students transferring from other neighboring districts. And it's a problem that was brought to me that hasn't been happening in the past, right? Athletes normally weren't transferring to Jefferson from other districts. And I'm sharing this because I want to make the board aware that I have plans, and I'm hoping you support this, but I asked Ms. Epler to join me, but I would like to start attending some of the MHSAA board meetings, because I would like to have a voice on behalf of what they're doing to some kids in terms of already going through turmoil with divorce. I cannot even put into words how much I have worked on eligibility for incoming athletes based on their home situation and their move-in because of the unbelievable rules. And I think I would be in company with lots of districts on this. But for an example, my biggest frustration is when a family is going through a divorce, MHSAA does not recognize eligibility until the divorce is final. And in the state of Michigan, when you have minor children, and I have no problem sharing, I was divorced at one time. So it's minimum 6 months. So when a student is going through some turmoil at home already, if just by having divorce proceedings isn't enough, you have to show a divorce decree. Unless the family does a full and complete move and they sell their house and move all the way over, there are so many hiccups. The last 72 hours, I have done nothing. I didn't even report to my office the last 2 days. I've been at Epler's office, email after email, phone call after phone call, MHSAA, meeting with their coaches, bringing them in, calling the parents. Parents are grown men crying on the phone with me. What is going to happen? There's so much. And then there's also the frustration where other districts obviously can try to say that there's recruiting going on. And I would like to shout out that Mr. Shaw Monroe was extremely positive and gave a really nice shout out to me. He called me personally to tell me that he lost 6 athletes to us this year. And he said for the longest time, we would never lose athletes to Jefferson. And you guys are doing something right over there. He was like, I think it's great. He released his kids. He's been great to work with. And, you know, his athletic director is just looking into things to make sure that things are kosher. But other than that, we have some other neighboring districts that haven't been as amicable. So we are working through those hiccups, but we're going to get some big news here in the next 24 hours. So
Keep your fingers crossed.
yeah, absolutely. Crossed and toes. But the work, I just want to give Ms. Epler a shout out. I cannot say enough the work she's doing day in, day out, living at her office and communication and all the things that she's been doing on her end as our athletic director to assist. And then I've just been supporting her through it all. Because unfortunately, the cases became so big that it involved the superintendent, which it should never reach my lap.
I would be in full support of you and Upler attending some board meetings
Okay.
because they're not doing what's best for kids.
Yeah.
They need to hear that.
Yeah. It's super frustrating. And I recognize that obviously as an athlete myself for years, I recognize that there's schools and districts out there that do the recruiting and also known as Belleville and Cass Tech. That's what the MHSAA said. Those are the 2 schools. They called them right out that they have been doing all of those things and it's ruining it for other people. But the part that's frustrating to me, I'm all about looking into the recruiting piece and making a district verify and prove that there's not recruiting going on. I fully support that because of those situations.
Absolutely.
But when it comes down to family business, it was so uncomfortable. I had a mom say to me, I cannot believe it. And I warned her, I prefaced the conversation with, I have to ask you some really personal questions and it's not coming from me, it's coming from the MHSAA. And so she was blown away by the questions I had to ask her. Why did you move out of your house? Are you separated from your husband? Are you filed for divorce? What is going on? That should not be any of Amy G's business or anybody's business, what's going on. At the end of the day, the address of what the student is residing on is what should matter. But obviously I'm not MHSAA and I respect that there's policy for lots of things, but I just want to kind of break that down a little bit for them, especially for the last few weeks here that we've been working on this. We had the student enrolled June 1st and still not eligible due to this unbelievable battle. So I just wanted to make you guys aware of what's been going on. And if you haven't seen my car here, I promise you can see it at the wreck because I pull in there. There's no words. So that is my update.
Okay.
Thank you.
We are going to take a little recess and move into closed session, and there are no action items after the closed session.
Thank you, guys. Are we muted? Deb? Can you mute the break? Oh, it's me? Pardon me?